Life is a storm. If it blows forward, it will blow backward as well. He who swallows the Udala seed must consider the size of his anus. If a child doesn't forget the quarrels of the past, he will not have a playmate. Do not tell the man who is carrying you that he stinks. Do not look where you fell, but where you slipped. It is the one who lives in the house that can say where the roof leaks. If you cut your chains, you free yourself. If you cut your roots, you die. No matter how long the night, the day is sure to come. A hunter with one arrow doesn't shoot without aiming carefully. A man shows his character by what he laughs at. When you pray, move your feet. Ears that do not listen to advice accompany the head when it is chopped off. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. A person does not go to heaven to find company after failing to secure one in the world. Not to know is bad. Not to wish to know is worse. No shortcut exists on top of a palm tree. Once you carry your water, you'll remember every drop. Having a good discussion is like having riches. No person is born great. Great people become great when others are sleeping. When an old man dies, a library is burned with him. A man who uses force is afraid of reasoning. Just because a lizard nods his head doesn't mean he's in agreement. It is better to live as a lion for 1 day than 100 years as a sheep. Sticks in a bundle are unbreakable. Don't procrastinate, or you will be left in between doing something, having something, and being nothing. Those who end up accomplishing great things pay attention to little ones. It is better to be poor when one is young, rather than becoming poor at old age. One may have 2 legs, but that does not mean one can climb 2 trees at the same time. He who's destined for power does not have to fight for it. A bird does not change its feathers because the weather is bad. You do not teach the paths of the forest to an old gorilla. A woman is never too old when it comes to the dance she knows. One must crouch before being able to jump. By the time the fool understands the game, the players have dispersed. Difficult tasks and efforts are not the same as success. Love is a despot who spares no one. It's better to fall from a tree and break your back than to fall in love and break your heart. The house of a person who loves is never far. Loving someone who doesn't love you is like loving the rain that falls in the forest. Coffee and love taste best when hot. When one is in love, a cliff becomes a meadow. Love doesn't rely on physical features. Pretend to be dead, and you will see who really loves you. If a woman doesn't love you, she calls you brother. Don't be so in love that you can't tell when it's raining. A woman is the flower in the garden, and her husband is the fence around it. It is much easier to fall in love than to stay in love. You know who you love, but you can't tell who loves you. To love someone who does not love you is like shaking a tree to make the dewdrops fall. Lovers do not hide their nakedness. One who marries for love alone will have bad days but good nights. If you marry a monkey for its wealth, the money goes and the monkey remains. A letter from the heart can be read on the face. Marriage is like groundnut. You have to crack them to see what is inside. One who plants grapes by the roadside and one who marries a pretty woman share the same happy. A happy man marries the girl he loves, but a happier man loves the girl he marries. A man without a wife is like a vase without flowers. A little room can contain 10 friends if love is in their midst. A fish and bird may fall in love, but the two cannot build a home together. Similar traits and personalities make solid relationships. The quarrel between two lovers is the renewal of love. He who loves the vase also loves what is inside. Unbridled disagreements are what destroy relationships. Only love can milk a lion. Do not treat your loved one like a swinging door. You are fond of it, but you push it back and forth. Where there is love, there is no darkness. If the full moon loves you, why worry about the stars? The eyes never forget what the heart has seen. Love, like rain, does not choose the grass on which it falls. There's no physician that can cure the disease of love. The rain wets the leopard's spot but doesn't ease them away. He who swallows a coconut must have complete trust in his anus. No matter how many times you wash a goat, it will still smell like goat. He who wishes to fly like a bat must first become friends with the darkness. The lion and the sheep may lie together, but the sheep won't get any sleep. The eagle doesn't hunt flies. When the mouse laughs at the cat, there's a hole nearby. A family tie is like a tree. It can bend, but it cannot be broken. If there were no elephants in the jungle, the buffalo would be a great animal.